holding tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tune in every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey guys, hello, hey people, how you guys doing? I am on the road to our field trip, y'all. Field trip. We are going to visit Nesto, Ernest William, that is. Yeah, did y'all see my weight loss? Let me tell you why I posted that picture. That dress, this dress here, I couldn't fit before. Y'all, I went to New York, did all that train walking, and I could get into this dress. And it's not even like, not that I couldn't even zip it up, right? Not only now that I could get in, it's not even tight. It's not even tight, y'all. It's not even tight. Man. And, you know, of course, Dallas laid the baby hair down, right? She laid it down. She put a little bit of, had me put some lipstick on. You know, Miss Dallas and her fashion self. Melissa said, that's what up. This morning I had my protein shake. Y'all, it's gonna keep going down. Now I gotta find a way to keep walking every day. So I am going to be walking the neighborhood to still keep my heart rate up and things like that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, y'all. Working out. Hi, everybody. Hello, chat. Today, later on, when I get back tonight, we're going to go review those text messages from trial. We're just going to be reviewing the exhibits of stuff that you guys did not get a chance. Hey, Gucci, I thought you was going to call me yesterday. Gucci, I thought you was going to call me. You lied to me, man. Thank you, Linda. You lied to me, Gucci. Gucci, you lied to me, dude. Oh, you forgot to call me yesterday. Okay. All right. I got you. And plus, I took a long nap anyway. You know, I had to take a long old person's nap. Oh, the game was all day. Oh, okay. So how did you guys do? Did y'all win? Hey, Ruby. Hey, Miss Green Eyes. Yeah, tonight Dallas said she's gonna do my hair where I'm gonna do. She's gonna put the ponytail in my hair. So she's gonna blow dry my hair and then gel it down and put the ponytail on. So I got two type of ponytail. I got a curly ponytail and I got a straight hair ponytail. And it's gray hair, right? So I'm gonna be wearing the ponytail. Yeah, cause this hair, like, yeah, it's so much hair. Look, it's so much hair in this hair. So we try to use that little brush today for the hair. Today we play at 2 o'clock. It's too late. I'm getting ready to go down to I'm way on the opposite side. I'm going to Cobb County. And it's almost 2 o'clock now. It's 15 minutes. It'll be 2 o'clock. 40 some minutes. Oh, I hear you. I love that old person. And me too. That's what you wear, a ponytail. I'm gonna be wearing a ponytail. Sure am. I'm gonna be called a new ponytail. Protective style. I'm gonna gel it up. Gel it down. And Gucci. That water tastes good. I've been drinking my water all day. Been drinking my water all day. Okay, why is this thing not? It's charging. So what's the problem? What's the problem, people? What's the problem? That's not my problem. It's going. Me too. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get the puffy kind too. I'm gonna get a puffy ponytail. The puffy one where it look like with natural hair. Oh, look at them. They driving fast. He's stupid. He driving fast on a motorcycle. Thank you, Linda. Driving fast on that motorcycle. Look, you see him going, weaving in and out of cars. Lord have mercy. Weaving between cars. Thank you, James. I know what James this is now. I know it's James. It's not you. It's your granddad's name. Yeah, my face got a tan on it. I've gotten darker. Look, I thought I was going to be able. Hey, Mimi. How are you, Mimi? Look, I thought I was gonna go do cash out today, but hold on, let me make a phone call for a minute. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta hold on. Why is my thing not charging? What the hell? Why is my phone not charging? My phone not charging, y'all. Hold on. Charge is not working. What the heck going on here? On the 42nd Street. My phone is not charging. My phone is not charging. Phone is not charging. There it is. Now it's charging. All right, it's charging now. I was like trying to figure out why my phone wasn't charging. It wasn't plugged in all the way. Well, guys, we're on the road to do an in-person, not in person, but um, look at my neck, y'all. My neck getting a little skinny mini neck. Hey, Coco. Coco, where were you last night? All those folks that asked me for the link, I sent y'all the link, and y'all didn't even come in last night. But it's a little bit too much. But then they had to say the people that was in it, they seen it twice. This lady arguing with this man. Don't, girl, I know you're not going to somebody else's car arguing with them. That is so stupid. You don't go to nobody's car to argue with them. Lady gone to somebody's car. Serena said one time was good for her. I don't blame you, Serena. Coco fell asleep. Goody. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's 1:24 over here, Rosie. And I know it's 12:24 over there by you. Oh, I know what I was supposed to be doing. I know what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, she didn't call. She didn't know. Y'all, I haven't driven in a while. 2 months I haven't driven. Everything looks new around here. It looks so new around here. It's ridiculous. I would show you guys the scenery, but my little thing is like in the way. So yeah, I can't even see my little stand because you can't touch the phone in Georgia. So the little stand you can't see. When I get to the destination, how far I have to drive? An hour away. I have to drive an hour away. I saw Woody was live at church. I was thinking about maybe stopping by there because I think did church let out yet? I was gonna stop by there so you guys could see Woody, but he probably out of church. Is he still showing church? Who's watching Woody? Is he still showing church? If he's still showing church, I'll stop by then. Is he still showing church? I can stop by the church. Patricia, you say yes, he's still showing church? Or no? Somebody please tell me, Woody's still on showing church? Oh, church over. Dang, okay. Let me call Titus and see where they at. Maybe I'll see it. Call him. Go by and see it before he leaves that area. How long ago church was over with? Because they have his other phone and I don't have his other number. The police has his other phone. They haven't given it back to him yet. Hey, Ty,
Yes.
did y'all leave church yet?
I don't know. I'm at the house.
You didn't go to church? Oh. And did you tell Woody to call me because I don't have his new number?
All right.
I tell calling him now.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Oh, he got all his phones back? Oh, okay, let me call him now. Hold on. Thank you. Y'all so good. Y'all just be giving me the 411, but y'all give it to me too late. Hold on, I'm calling him now. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay, it's your number right here.
I'm back.
Huh?
I'm back. It's Sylvia. I'm back.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, I had to get a new phone. Why you didn't come to church?
Because I just got back in. Huh? What'd you say? I can't hear you. My phone went out for a second. Say hello. Hello. Woody. Kenneth. Oh my God. I can't hear you. My phone. Let me call you right back. Hold on. My phone acting up. My phone acting up, y'all.
Hello.
Something going on with my phone. Now, what did you say?
No, my cousin calling from jail, so I was trying to step his car, but he had no money on the account.
Oh, you need to go put some money on his account then, rich man.
Oh, no, this him calling back.
Okay, bye. Miss Rich said, "Hey, y'all know what? Look, y'all supposed to keep me abreast of what's happening out there, right? Y'all not keeping me abreast. Miss Richard, you had the information. You did not lead me the right direction. You were supposed to tell me, hey, Woody got his phone back. The last thing I know is they had his phone. Okay, I hadn't made a call at all because I've been like busy. Miss, y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me. Why Tamika says no sound? Tanika say no sound. Y'all can hear me. So what's wrong with Tanika? Tanika, why you can't hear? She said no sound. Oh, look. Why is Dennis Dennis is calling me and he knows I'm live. See, Dennis? Yeah, Dennis and his people be in my bushes. Just like that Lenore lady, they're all in my bushes right now, right? Watching me, y'all. They're all up in my bushes. All of them are in my bushes. Since V Lenore and the rest of the gang that uses my content didn't have any content to do. So I'm giving them some content right now. I'm being so nice. I keep on giving. I'm the gift that keep on giving. I'm the gift that keep on giving, Marge. I'm the gift that keep on giving. I'm the gift that keep on giving. Cheers, we drinking water. Coco, for real. I'm the gift that keep on giving. She said that's why she stay in the bushes. Oh, so that's what you played me like that, Steen. Okay, I see that now, right? Steve? Mm-hmm. Okay, Steve. She said that's why she stay in the bushes. Okay. Who said they didn't call me? Who said he didn't call me, Steen? Who said he didn't call me? Yes, I'm back home. I gotta do a lot of Rule 22 today. Ugh. When I get back from the visit, I gotta do a lot of Rule 22. Oh, let's go around. Let's go around. Let's go around. Beyonce must be in town, right? Y'all, Beyonce still in Georgia? Because traffic is crazy right here now. It's Beyonce in Georgia. Beyonce in Georgia? Because traffic is like backed up. Thank you, CJ. You called me by accident? Yeah, right. Pocket doll. That shows you he was in my y'all see that shows you that man was in my bushes watching me because all of a sudden somebody he pocket watch. Stop it, dude. Stop it. I'm back on my territory. I'm back to Sylvia now. I'm back to the old Sylvia. I don't have to be cordial anymore.
Dennis Byron.
What do you want, sir?
It was a good interview you did with Charlucci. It was very telling. So I just want to congratulate you.
You know I'm live, right? You were in my bushes. You typed in here. You know I'm live.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did. Stop telling lies, dude. Stop lying. I don't have to be cordial to you no more. I'm back home. See, when I wasn't home, I had to be cordial. So now I can go back to being Sylvia, okay?
Are we turning up? Let me know.
Dude, don't start. You know where I am with you.
Yeah.
I forget, but I don't forget.
We turn up now, because I turn up.
You can turn up all you want to. I ain't got time for you and your mess. There you go.
Anyway, that was a compliment. Take it and just keep it moving. Just take the compliment.
I appreciate it, but I saw you try to. Let me tell you something about yourself. Let me tell you something.
Well, hold on.
You saw I was about to. You stay in my bushes. You and your people. You saw that I was about to do an interview, so you go out and put out your interview before I did. So you know what? You really shady.
I didn't know you were doing the interview. I did my interview.
Dude, you're shady, man. You are shady.
My interview was at the courthouse.
You're shady. No, you put it out. When you sit in my bushes, you listen to what I'm doing, and then you're gonna try to outshine me. I know you.
Hogwash. I'm putting a new one out today. So are you putting one out today too? I'm putting one out today.
I bet you won't do an Nesto one.
No, we ain't doing that.
Because you ain't got that. You ain't got that connection. That's why y'all be hating, because I be having that connection. That's why y'all all hate. And
listen, when you see him today, tell him I said I'm back on his ass. Tell him I paused, but I'm back on it. Tell him, listen, I'm gonna be there every
hearing. Why you doing it? Because see, something wrong with y'all. Seriously, why don't y'all become original and do your own thing instead of trying to do stuff that I do? Why don't y'all do that?
Listen, let him know I'm back on his ass. We back off Diddy for right now, but I'm tell him I'm coming back. I'm gonna be in the courtroom.
Everybody thinks about you coming back, dude.
Oh, okay, all right. Just let me know.
Don't get kicked out like your friend. Don't get kicked out like your friend. Your friend that got kicked out. She gonna try to act like, she gonna try to play it act like she's not recording when she don't even have a Rule 22 to be in that courtroom. That's your buddy.
Oh, listen, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm just telling him that when I come in here, paperwork gonna be right. Big Bertha coming in. Big Bertha.
You need to tell your friend to keep it cool. You better tell your friend to stop trying to throw shade at me, because they are not in the same league I'm in. I don't care about what they do. I don't do what other people do. I do my own thing.
Just let him know I'm on his ass when I get back.
About you, I'm not even mentioning him to you about you. Come on now.
You know I'm hearing phone calls.
What?
If you mention my name to him, I'm gonna hear it on the phone calls from prison.
Just like the rest, I need content. I'm your content.
Listen. Hey, listen, I know you're on live. I just realized.
I am on a live, y'all. He trying to get some clout off my live. That's what he's trying to do, y'all. Get clout off my live.
Listen, look at
y'all hear him? Y'all hear him?
Well,
right?
hold on. Listen to the tweet I sent out. Look at the tweet I sent out today.
What tweet?
And make sure oh man, Matt Gaetz, Congressman Matt Gaetz, former congressman.
I don't care.
Just make sure you tell a friend. Anyway, I got a show to do. Go ahead and do your thing. You can come over. I'm probably going to mention you on my show today.
Don't mention me on my show. I don't need anything from you.
What'd I say?
Bye, Dennis.
Bye.
I told y'all they stay in my bushes. They stay in my bushes. They stay in my bushes, y'all. That's all they do. They live. That's why they be seeing stuff, and then they go and talk about it. They stay in my bushes. Remember when I was doing YSL? and I would do like members only stuff. They would buy my membership thing was so hot at that time. I had almost 1,000 members in my membership because I knew folks was trying to steal my stuff. So I said, hey, they're gonna pay for it. So I used to do membership. You remember that, CJ? I used to do membership because I knew they was coming in to steal stuff. Because whatever I would say, it would happen. Just like remember when I was telling you about the accident that the defendants was in, all that, because I knew it was stuff that was going on. And they would buy the membership. Seriously, they would buy the membership so they could get the information from me and then put it out. Yep. Yep. They say I'm boring. All right, y'all. We are almost there. It says 25 more minutes. But I'm gonna stop at oh, you know what? Let's call Sonia. Let's call Sonia. Let's call Sonia, y'all. Let's call Sonia. Let's call Sonia. Always, Kathy. Oh, hey, guess what? I'm live, so don't talk crap, okay?
Okay, cool. How are you? Are you on your way?
Yes, I'm on my way. It says I'll be there too, but my thing is at 3. So
Right.
I'm early because I said, I'm not gonna be late. You know how many times I miss my appointments. You know that, right?
Right. Exactly. I was worried about that.
Whatever.
He's so excited.
What?
He's so excited.
He's excited?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I left my car behind, and Dallas can, be taking my stuff out my car. So I hope my Bible is in here. I didn't even check my car to see if my Bible was in here. Lord have mercy. I hope I have it with me.
Right.
So I had to have a scripture. Dang on it. I just hope I have it in the car. I have to check it when I get off.
Actually, I'm gonna bring his. Hold on. I'm gonna bring his.
Yeah, tell him to bring this. That means he's gonna have to read.
He'll read it. He'll read it. Yeah. He'll read it. Hold on. Let me tell him to bring it. How was your trip back yesterday?
Oh, I came back home. It felt wonderful. I went to sleep when I got off the plane, and then I got in my bed. I was like too done. It felt so good to be back home. It's no place like home. No place like home.
No place like home. I guess. Yeah. She's on the way there.
I didn't get a chance to, when you sent me that link to your live, I didn't get a chance to look at it. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet.
Which one? Oh, it's deleted.
Oh, you
the one I did the other day?
Yeah.
So, yes. So, okay. So, I saw somebody sent me the video of Madison and the blogger doing it. Here we go again with some more, lies. And she was trying to, the whole thing, how I feel is Madison's trying to be famous. She can't do it on her talent. So she's trying to attach herself to anything.
Hold on.
That can help her.
Hold on, I gotta tell you, Miss Green Eyes telling me to tell you hi.
Hi.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So she can't make it on her talent. So she's trying to, because it was remember that judge that got arrested at red martini because she was disorderly and she kind of attacked the cop
Yeah.
on camera. And then so Madison attached herself to that and went on a radio show acting like, you know, she's her friend. And, you know what I'm saying? She just keeps trying to attach herself to situations and making the relationship more than what it is. Because she never hung with that judge. I've never seen her. Ever, not once, right? And again, like I said, we weren't like close on the net of me and her telling too much. Like I've never had an intimate conversation with her. I've had way more conversations with you about my personal life. I've never had a personal conversation about my life with that girl because I heard about her. But anyway, she did the video.
Is that the same girl with the hotel situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we did she did the video, I mean, you know, yet again about she did the video with Dennis, remember way back when?
No,
For our Dennis interview. Yeah. And then she came back around, I guess, because you know, people are trying so desperately to try to keep the Nesto story going. So they're just trying to do something or whatever. So I just did a small video to her, telling her to just stop going on talking about me. You can go on and talk about your career and try to, you know, whatever, that's fine. But quit trying to make it like me and you were cool, like that. We met up at clubs at night. That was it. It's loud in there and she's drunk because she was a heavy drinker. So what are we talking about? You get me? What are we talking about in the club? It's loud in there. All I do is meet up, say, hey, you want to sit over here? Okay. You want to go over here? Okay. That was the extent of the conversations we've ever had. Other than you want to go to, you know what I'm saying? Are you ready to go? That was our conversations, right? Never too in depth because I don't trust females anyway. So I'm not going to, you know, sit and just be sitting here and just like, you know. And then she went on when she did the interview, she couldn't answer any of the questions because one, she was never following the story. She never listened to any of the phone calls. And me and her never talked about it. Other than one time I said they got me on YouTube dragging me about this dude, you know, that's my friend. And that was the extent of that conversation. And we changed the subject. It was no breakdown and how I met him and you know, how long we've been talking and She lied and said, when I met him, I came and told her. Well, I met him in 2020. The club didn't open to 21. So I met you a year after I met him. So how could I come to you and tell you about me and him meeting when I didn't even know you yet? I met her after I got out of the hospital, after I was sick. I had known Nesto 7 months before I even met her. You know, it was just too many lies that she just keeps telling. And I'm like, just stop lying on me. You can lie about your life, don't lie on me. And people always want to say, you know what? I'm not going to lie on nobody. And what I choose to keep about my personal life is just my personal life, you know.
So she went on the interview to talk about you?
Yes. She did like a 5-10 minute stint about, you know, talking about her career and her music and all that, of course, because that was the main reason why she's putting her face out there, because she's trying to boast her career. But the blogger, her whole thing was, I just need you to talk about science because that's all I talk about is science. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you talk about you.
Which blogger? The V one or which one?
I'll tell you, because I'm not about to have people run over there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And give her some shine, you know. So
the one that's okay.
I'll tell you. I'll text you and tell you.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So one of the four main ones.
The old ones. One of the old ones.
Yeah, one of the main ones that like to drag me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it was just a real. I mean, I only watched 5 minutes of it because that's all. I mean, I was supposed to watch it to hear something, And I only really watched 5 minutes of it because after so many tales a person is telling, and it's all negativity, I was just like, I don't even need to hear the rest. I'm going to just, you know, tell her, stop talking about me before I start talking about you, you know, because she don't know.
haven't talked to that girl since the last interview?
I haven't talked to her since January of 24. She sent me, when she did the interview, I texted her and told her to stop going on there lying. And then she tried to send that text to Z Lenore, I think, or to Dennis and them or something. But I knew whatever I sent her, she's gonna put it out there.
Okay.
So I made sure whatever I said to her, it could be, you know, spoke on publicly, right? But then, you know, she's just, I mean, her reputation is bad in Atlanta, and everybody used to pull me and tell me, like, don't hang with her. Why are you hanging with her? She messy, she does, she that, she does, she that, you know. And that's why in Atlanta, where everybody for the most part is in the music and popular, and you know what I'm saying, that's the place if you're trying to get, you know, going in that industry, that's where you would be, right? So, but you know, this is her angle. That's all I'm saying. And I just did a video and I told her, you know, you're trying to make it in the industry as a singer, you need to keep your face clean. What you're doing is dirty. No one wants to work with a dirty person. That's just what it is. Not, I mean, in reality television, yes, because that's what they do. But if you're trying to be a singer, you need to keep your face clean and your reputation clean. And that's it. You coming on these platforms trying to talk about me, a person you only went out with in clubs. You wasn't going to my house. We went out to eat at the bar, at a restaurant once. And again, she did all the talking because I'm the type of person that don't pick up strays. You get me? Been meeting Yvette since 7th grade. So I don't just pick up females and just start sitting here and, you know what I'm saying? I gravitate more to men. And that's why me and Nesto, when we met, I used to always just meet him, just talk about everything. Because men just move differently. You know, it's not going to leave his mouth and he's going to get on the phone and call the next person and gossip. He's not going to, you know, make whatever I'm venting about more of a mess. You know, he just going to listen and be like, okay, so what you do today? You know what I'm saying? So I always just gravitate more so to men when it comes to friends. I do have more male friends, you know, that I deal with than females. That's just it. That's just how I am, you know. So I'll go out with a person and you know what I'm saying, you can be my club buddy, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you my life. You're just a club buddy. You know, you're just a club buddy. And I was already told not to trust you. It was like, we just going out. So they, you know what I'm saying? That ain't, you know, she can't burn me by meeting her at the club. That's just, you know, the club. It's a public situation. You know, it was like, yeah, it's gonna make you look bad. I was like, yeah, but don't nobody know me here, and I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm retired, so it's not like I'm trying to be out here making moves where being around her, you know what I'm saying, could hurt what I'm doing. I'm not trying to do anything in Atlanta. You know, I'm just here because my kids are here. So where I always do business that is in Miami. I don't do stuff in Atlanta. I do stuff. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna come back to Miami and do it. I'm not gonna do it in Atlanta. Because you know me, I'm not a fan of that city at all. At all.
Let me tell you, being in New York kind of remind me how backwards the South is, how backward Georgia is, because all those time those people was getting arrested, those people getting in trouble. They didn't even hold them too long in jail or anything like. And then I thought about my situation. I was in jail for 8 days for something. I'm like, that's how backwards the South is.
Mm-hmm. Well, that state itself got a lot of issues. But they don't have a good they don't have a good government. They don't. They don't have a good government. Whenever you pick a place to live, always look at what the government's doing and how they're moving. Because it does affect you. It does affect you. Because that governor should have fired some prosecutors a long time ago. Because they have the ability to do so. And Kemp is not a good governor at all.
But look at Nesto. He's been in jail 4 years and nothing has
3 years.
happened.
Oh, it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years.
It's a total
3 years and a week. It's been 3 years, and so.
And nothing has happened. Nothing.
Nothing. His cases went nowhere. Nowhere.
That's crazy.
But that's how you get a plea out of somebody. Because they had her in and out. And her out on the signature. She had just as many charges. She has a longer criminal history background than him. Like hers is like 3 times.
But she gets out because she takes a plea deal.
They let her get out on a signature bond.
Yeah.
Was the first issue. And then because listen, this is just how I feel, right? I feel like because he's attached to a celebrity, that's why they went after him and not her. Because she was the person that did everything. She was the person. But I just noticed, and I'm just watching how that office moves. And they did the same thing they did with Young Thug. They made him a kingpin. They made him a drug dealer. They made, what I'm saying? All of that stuff was a lie. And he was a celebrity. A street dude turned celebrity. And they tried to make it all about him. And he wasn't even doing anything. He was out on his tours. He might have been bad 10 years prior. But we're talking about the now. You arresting him saying you're stealing his money, taking his jewelry, took his car, saying it was drugs. And then came to court and did not one conversation about drugs and him.
It was other people, not even him.
Exactly. And they even go on the stand and said it. He doesn't call us and tell us to go do illegal activities and we run out and do it. Anybody in the group, we do what we do individually, to survive individually. So if I just happen to sell drugs, it's because that's just what I have to do. It's not like he's calling us and saying, you go sell drugs, you go steal cars.
He's not benefiting from it either.
Exactly. If anything, he was trying to get them to, whatever y'all doing, come on with me and be legal. Come with me and we can be legal now because I'm on, Because that's all most people want to do is a way out the hood. And usually when one get on, they try to pull the rest with them and be like, come on. You don't have to do that no more. You don't have to risk your life and your freedom. And I feel like that was him because remember when he went and paid everybody's bond? Yeah. That was in jail. He did the school programs. He was doing all of this community stuff that he didn't have to do, but it just showed his character. He was just a giving back person. And he wanted everybody to benefit from his success. Yeah. They tarnished that and tried to turn him into this, that, and the other. It didn't really work because the streets still know the person he is and they didn't understand crooked politics. But still the attempt that they made on him, and people need to pay attention because it could be you.
And that's the thing people don't understand. They're wishing all this negativity on other people when
it could be you or your son.
Yeah, or your son, your husband, because anybody can get in trouble, even if they're not doing anything.
How many people in jail innocent?
A lot.
Exactly.
They just exonerated a guy just recently in Georgia. He spent 27 years in jail, and the DNA proved that he was not the person.
And they knew that at court. Yeah. They knew that at court. Yeah. The prosecutor knew that. Yeah. They know the prosecutors know everything, and they still look like Tory. They gave him 10 years. They knew that boy didn't do that. They knew that boy was innocent. They suppressed evidence that proved his innocence. They didn't want it to hit court. And then they gave him 10 years knowing he was innocent. That's just crazy. It's crazy. Because they looked at, and I really take it all the way back to how the O.J. Simpson case made those prosecutors famous. Even though they lost, it still gave them fame and it took their careers places. And that was just the roadmap to how these prosecutors do it. And they go after celebrities because they want that attention so they can be, you know what I'm saying? celebrity
Boosting-
politicians
Yeah, boosting their career.
boosting their careers off of people. And the celebrities is the higher ticket. Because when she did that press conference and said, yeah, we're going to
Well, after
subpoena
all, yeah, I remember
we're
that.
going to subpoena Steve Harvey. Why? What does Steve Harvey have to do with any of these people? Nothing. But you're talking about Steve Harvey at a press conference that you're talking about Nesto's case, but you're bringing up Steve Harvey. Why? Why? That's crazy. You bring up Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey ain't got that's like talking about anybody's boss.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna Gary go give me some Wendy's. Hold on.
It's bad for you.
I know that. Okay, let's see.
Can I get a sandwich? Cheese, everything?
I'm gonna be bad.
Oh, are you?
Are you ready? Can I have these? You have spicy nuggets? Or the
Yep.
Let me have the 10-piece. Sorry? The 10-piece. And can I have a strawberry swirl? I just want the nuggets. Just the nuggets? Yes. Okay, yes. Size. Let me have a small. Okay. Anything else for you? That's it. And would you like to have 3 nuggets? No. But can I get a cup of ice water? Okay. Thank you. No problem. 8:35. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I'm back. I said I'm gonna be bad because I'm getting the swirl. I'm getting the swirl.
I haven't had Wendy's in years.
I'll eat for you.
Ever since they said it was horse meat in their burgers, I was just like, yeah, I'm good.
It's all right. We can eat horses.
I guess because they said it's human DNA in McDonald's, so I'd rather eat a horse than a human.
Not the human DNA.
Well, you know what? I heard a recording of a rabbi. He said that's what they do with the meat when they were sacrificing and killing people. They said it was
Thank you.
right. He said that the people that they were taking the bodies and McDonald's were, putting the bodies in the burgers.
Oh my God! You know what? You always come up with some stories.
Let me tell you, they did a DNA test on the burgers and it was human DNA. So I don't know.
Sriracha. No, sriracha. Whatever that thing is. The spicy one with the. No. Sriracha. Something else. Sriracha. What's the sweet? Oh, is it sweet? Kind of sweet?
Or just sweet and sour.
No, it's spicy ranch. I need something kind of sweet. Spicy.
No, sweet and sour.
Let me have that sweet and sour. Thank you. Sorry. Let me know you're ready.
Now you're gonna make me get up and go find some.
Thank you, darling.
You're like, oh God.
I just got nuggets. All
All
right, y'all. Sorry, people. Did you give me a spoon? Yeah, she gave me a spoon. I had to make sure she gave me a spoon.
I sent that text to him. I'm talking to you. Oh,
Yeah, did you send him a text to tell him to bring his Bible?
Yeah, bring. If I stop that, bring
Your Bible.
your Bible.
The Bible lady didn't bring her Bible. Can you get? I don't know, Kathy. She probably didn't call nobody while she was in jail. Kathy, she gonna be looking at your name. They looking at it. You know they in the bushes, Kathy. They gonna come and talk about you, Kathy. Kathy said, "Can I get V. Lenore's jail call?"
What? V. Lenore was in jail?
That's what they saying. They said she was in jail, and this is the same person that be talking about people in jail. Go figure that. Come on now.
Listen, that girl,
Like the pot calling the kettle black.
She tried to do a reaction video to my little video that I did on Friday about Madison. Stop talking about me, right?
Uh-huh.
So she was like, everybody trying to be the first, I guess, so they can get all the views, right?
Uh-huh.
So she right immediately she went and posted that at 8:30 she was going to do a reaction video to Science video, right? And had a picture of me, from my video, right? So me and Yvette on the phone, and Yvette's watching it or listening to it or whatever, right? And she was like, she doing that, she doing that. I was like, what? And then so, because I couldn't do anything because it was still processing. So I couldn't reopen it. And because I took the chat off the live where people couldn't talk to me because I just want to say what I got to say and get off, right? But I thought I took the comments off. I don't know thing because it'd be a lot of nice ones, but then you got the ones that want to come on there and talk. So I didn't want to even have to deal with any of that, right? So I just was like, Vic, can you read comments? Because I can't get on there and see my thing because it's processed. So I couldn't open it back up and do anything with it. And she was like, yeah. And then I was like, just read them to me and just see. Because I'm like, it's the first time they mentioned the girl's name who she was on show, I'm taking the comments down, right? Because I didn't want them to run over to the person, right? Because a lot of times they'll be like, where was she at? And who was she on? And da, right? So I was like, right? We're not going to let them go over there, right? Not on me. They can go over there, but not on me. They're not going to go over there, right? I'm not going to insist on her numbers. So she's like, yeah, they said. And I was like, okay, let me go. And I paused the comments. So now the comments are down, right? And so then she's still on watching V, kind of whatever, right? And so then she was like, yeah, she did it. I said, hold on. She said, take it down. And I was like, and I took the thing down. So when I took the video down, V. Lenore could no longer talk about it because now it's down and it just killed her right then and there. And everybody was like, did anybody download it? Did anybody got it? So they're like they trying to find out who got it because it just killed her life, right?
Yeah, because she does that to me all the time. Because when somebody called me up, yeah.
And so now she like, Yvette, like, she's trying to call you. And I was like, boom, give her a phone call, private, call her. I said, yeah, she on the phone, trying to play on the phone. So she called me 3 times. In the middle call, I answered her, right? And she was like, dang. I was like, what, you mad I took the video down? I mean, why? I said, why don't you stop talking about me? I'm going to always talk about you, Saya. And I was like, oh, that's it, bro. Oh, it's so nasty. I said, keep being a fan, and I hung up. And then she called me back, but I didn't answer no more. I was like, I'm not about to.
Wow.
She's just, I said, in all of the elementary school behavior, it's just crazy that women over 20, let's say 25, because you still got some adolescent, people like, but over 25 still are moving like children. All of this they're doing, it's just child behavior to me. And I'm sitting here like, that's crazy. That you just like, because they're running out of things to say, of course, because me and his conversations are just basic. You know what I'm saying? The most juiciest conversations was before July because we didn't know that the phone calls were getting released. And I'm still talking to him like he's free because it's only me, him, and the prosecutor on the phone. And I'm not talking about any of his stuff because I don't know any of the women. He never spoke to me when he was free about any of that stuff. So everything that I know is through our jail conversations, which means the prosecutor knows because they listen in. So like I say, whenever I talk, it's on the jail calls. That's the only reason how I know anything is through the jail calls that he's telling me stuff. So it's already known when I talk because it's on the jail calls. We've never had a conversation about none of these women and activities before he got locked up. So when I talk, it's not like I'm talking privy, information, because I'm not talking about what his attorneys tell me. That I would never say, So it's just me and his conversations, which are public because it's on jail or it's on the text, which is crazy. So, but anyway, it is what it is. I can't wait for it to be over with. I mean, as far as him being free, I don't see, as long as they got a phone call to release, which is over 500 phone calls before it got out that, we were being, released. It's going to be something, I guess, as long as people are clicking, they're going to keep it going or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not going to be juicy anymore because he's going to be out. So it's not gonna be.
It's not juicy now because me and him don't have romantic conversations. We have friendship conversations. That's it. How was your day? How's your foot? How do you feel? What did you do today? It's not like, oh, wish you was in my bed. And, last night I had a dream about you. And, you know what I'm saying? It's none of that. It's none of that. It was never that, other than him and having a reminiscent conversation in the very beginning. That was the only heated conversation we ever had, was when he had a reminiscent conversation of sex. And that was in the very, 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 very beginning of his arrest, talking about 2.5 years ago. Every conversation since then has just been life. Just life. It's no, boo, it was just life. It's no intimacy. It's just me talking to him like a friend. I love you, I miss you. He gonna always get that because look where he's at. He gonna always get that conversation because he needs that. He needs the reassurance that I'm not gonna fall back. And that's one of his, like anybody in jail's biggest fear, is somebody on the outside leaving me.
Yeah. But look,
Leaving me.
we're giving him content today. They're gonna play our thing right here. That.
Well, they're gonna try. Because like I said, the conversations on the phone is just regular conversations. It's nothing exciting. They're not gonna get anything exciting. Why would they? We know they're listening.
Yep.
We know they're playing it for the wow factor. They waiting for that. Oh, what I'm saying? What did he text about today? Well, his foot hurt and he need to buy some shoes because they was over there talking about that, right? Okay, so what? It's been 3 years. He needs some shoes. Well, how was that a subject to even care about? His foot hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's so like it's so dumb that y'all be trying to just find like something like that to make it something big. Okay, he needs some shoes. Okay, so it's been a year. You haven't went and bought any shoes? I mean, who cares? It's shoes. It's not him saying my penis is leaking. That would be like, ooh.
God, stop it.
I'm sorry, but that would be like to say he was in there burning. You get me from something that happened. That would be a wild thing, right? But talking about he needs some shoes, who cares? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Today I took a shower. Okay, wow, you took a shower. Who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Every little thing that's considered to be normal life activity, they try to make it to be something grand,
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. It just doesn't like, like they're not going to get it. He's sitting in jail waiting for his court dates so that he can go and again, like I said, when they always have these, I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. I just be on some things sometimes people say, right? And that's only because I always think about every little aspect of things. I don't just take it and run with it and be like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. They said not to do that, so this is what we're doing. Because a lot of things that the government put in place is for us to lose or to stay in our place at life. And when you sit there and follow it like it's and not think, they're telling us this to benefit us. No, they're not, because the government has never did anything to benefit us. Where in history have they ever done anything to benefit us? Not, never. Or they would educate us like they educate the rich, but they don't. They keep us prepared so that we can grow up and go to prison because they need us in prison.
They said by the 3rd grade, who's going to
so prison. When they say certain things, like Diddy's case, he didn't say anything. Did that benefit him? No. Because they went with her narrative. They went with the state's narrative, which was against him. And the state goes to court and lie all the time.
Yep. It's okay for them to lie.
The state always lies when they go to court. Always. Whether that person is really guilty or really innocent, the state always lies. And in most cases, the police always lies. Most, not all, because not all cops are bad. Not all cops. But when they arrest the innocent, it's a lie. And then the prosecutor get the case, and then it's a lie. And they're going to keep it going because they want them numbers. It's not about protecting, and the justice system is not about justice. And it should be just named the court system because it's just court.
Yep.
It's no justice, but it's a word play to mess with your mind and make you think there's justice when you go to court.
It's not.
It is no justice when you go to court. It is no justice. That girl should have been charged just like Diddy.
No,
Not for every exact crime,
Diddy
but
was
she
the
should have been
target.
charged.
Diddy was the target.
Exactly. And he held his tongue, and they're out there speaking a narrative. And then everybody's like, oh, he did it, but he didn't get to tell his side of the story yet. So why would you run with her side only? Because when somebody comes up to you and tell you something, you'll be like, hold on, wait a minute, let me go call her and hear what she got to say. You don't just always run with the one-sided narrative. So why would you do it in court? You shouldn't do it in court because it's two sides. It's two sides. And they're only gonna tell what benefits her. That's the only thing she's gonna do is sit on there and say what benefits her. She was living with her mama broke when she came and sued him. That was a money grab. That was a money grab. And he knew he had love for her because when he won that award, he thanked her. Remember? He was with Young Miami, but he thanked Cassie, and he was talking about Cassie when he accepted that award.
I don't know nothing about that, but okay.
So Young Miami was holding up a sign talking about Go Poppy and all of this, and you know what I'm saying? But when he went on stage, he thanked Cassie. This was before the lawsuit. You know, because even though they did what they did and went through with it, he still had love for her as a person in his life. That's why he did what he did. He didn't have to thank her because it had nothing. What his award had nothing to do with Cassie. It wasn't about her song. It had nothing to do with her. You know, but that's who he thanked when he went up there. He thanked her. So I think he settled, not just because, you know what I'm saying, it's some dirt I don't want out and she knows some stuff, but I just think he did it because he had love for her. And he just was like, let me give you this money. But again, you don't know until he has his interview where he speaks his piece. And he needs to. Everybody, Young Thug should have came out and did an interview and spoke his piece about what wrong in his case and how they did him and all the lies that was told. He shouldn't have went away quietly because it was not a part of his conditions of his probation. He can go and do an interview and speak his honest truth of what went wrong in court. He could talk about court. He don't have to talk about his defense. And you know what I'm saying? He could talk about everything that transpired in court and how he felt about it. You know, and just give his side of everything that doesn't have to do with specifically, you know, incriminating himself, which I don't think he could because I don't feel like he was guilty other than the fact that a felon had a gun and then they had party drugs there.
No, he wasn't a felon.
Oh, he's not?
He wasn't. Now he is, but
oh wow.
He wasn't when he had the
I
gun.
didn't know.
No, he didn't have
I didn't know. So it just wasn't legally registered.
No,
or maybe it wasn't maybe it was a you know how they fix the guns and make them illegal because they altered them. Maybe it was I don't know. I don't know the specifics
I
of
think it was
the
an
gun.
altered gun. Yeah.
Yeah, and it being on his property caught the case, but he wasn't even. I don't even think was he there when he got it when that happened when they raped.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, he should have just went and told his side of it. That's what he should have did. I would have just, you know, tell your side of the story. Don't go away and let that be the narrative. What they went in court and lied about, because there was a lot of lies told, a lot of charges he should have never got at all. You know, it's always an overreach. It's always an overcharge.
always,
you know,
always, yeah.
so they can try to make you plead to this thing. You know, and then you got a lot of attorneys that don't care, that just want you to take a plea. Oh, just go take the plea. His attorney didn't. His attorney was sad and sickened. You saw it in his face.
He was so upset.
He was so sickened by that. And you saw it in his face. Oh my God. But he was tired. 2.5 years in jail in a county. He was tired. And that's how they do you.
Yeah.
Just hold him in jail and lie and say if he's on the streets, he a danger. So I'm gonna go to court and tell the judge that he's a danger.
That's what they did to Diddy just now.
Yeah, I'm a lie and say it so that, you know, we can exhaust him and get that plea, because we know we can't fight him honestly and get a guilty charge honestly. So let's wear them down and leave them in jail so that they can take that plea. Nessa said, I'm not going to admit to something I did not do. He said, I'm not doing it. I am not going to admit to something I did not do.
It's sad.
So you're not going to get that from me. So y'all want to drag it 2 years, 3 years, because y'all need that plea. Y'all need that plea. Because you're not going to get him any other way. Because there is nothing that he did illegal. You can twist anything and make it a crime.
Yep.
You can. But when he went to jail, them relationships he had with those girls were still ongoing. So it wasn't like I borrowed the money or I got the money and I wasn't giving it back to her. I went to jail. Yep. It was ongoing situations. So it wasn't like he didn't talk to me for 6 months before he went to jail. He just stopped taking my calls. No, that wasn't the case. That girl was calling him because she went on to the girl's page and said, I got to tell you something about your husband, because she couldn't find him. So now I'm going to the wife and I want to tell.
Yep.
Because I'm mad. He's avoiding, but she didn't know he was in jail. She thought he was just avoiding her. But he was in jail. The other girl, where are you at? I've been calling you for 2 weeks. Are you okay? Me and my dad are looking for you. That was on the 14th.
Yep.
Yep. He went to jail. And nobody knew. They kept that on the wraps. Well, they did that story in October, but nobody really watches local news TV. And that's when they did that fictitious story that he, millions of dollars. He what did they say he did? He scammed people out of millions. Where is it at? I saw his bank records. He didn't have $10,000 in his bank account at no given time.
I guess he has it under his mattress.
Okay. So but how do you scam millions? Was everybody just bringing 100,000 in cash? How? It would be a trail of something.
Yeah.
There's no money transfers between him and Erica, not one. So she's saying she worked for him for 5 years. How? There's one email from you on his whole email. 5 years, one email.
Yeah.
One. So how are you working for him for 5 years? That was a lie. It was just so many lies that was told. It is crazy. But if you truthfully did something, you should be able to win it on the truth.
Yeah.
Don't come to court lying. Because you said he honestly did this. So come to court with the truth. Come to court with the truth. He don't have a problem with that. You can come to court and tell the whole truth. I don't have a problem with you telling the truth. It's when you come to court and you lying on me and I got to sit here and mute.
Yeah.
That's fine. Call me when you get out of court. I'll talk. I'll talk. That was some bullshit. I can't believe she went in court and lied. I'll talk. I'll tell it. That was a lie. That didn't happen. Why was there a drug dog? You didn't have a drug charge. Your case wasn't drug related. You wasn't high. They didn't smell weed when they walked up to you. Why was there a drug dog involved? And then you didn't bring the police to court. See, they always don't bring that one cop to court who made all the calls.
Yeah.
The one that interviewed. Yeah, the one who interviewed the victim. Well, it wasn't me that interviewed him. So where he at? Oh, he didn't come to court. So why are you on stand talking? You know what I'm saying, about this serious case, and you weren't even the person involved. He purposely. How come the prosecutor didn't bring him to court? Why are you even talking?
That's strange, isn't it?
It happened twice. When the drug dog was called in. Oh, well, I didn't make that call. Who made the call? Officer such and such. Where is he at? Oh, he didn't come to court today.
He hasn't come to court. He has not come to court.
Every time we come to court, the prosecutor knows exactly what's on the conversation. They know what we're coming to court to talk about. So that's why you bring all the necessary people that need to come in and talk about it. It's not like they didn't go to court knowing we weren't going to talk about the arm. But you didn't bring the officer that interviewed her.
Exactly. That's the strange
You
thing.
knew we were coming to talk about the Fourth Amendment and his car being towed, but you didn't bring the officer who made the call.
And why the judge hasn't made a decision on it yet?
Why haven't it? It don't take 6 months to make a decision. I wish he had Judge Adams. I wish he had Judge Adams. She's just to the point, fair, and just about what are we talking about here. I wish we would have had Judge Adams.
Yeah, she
I
moved
wish we would have had Judge Adams.
she moved over to the family side again.
Oh my
She's no longer on the
God.
criminal side. You have
Let
Judge
me say
Farmer.
this.
Judge Farmer's on the
Let me say this. I didn't go to the last hearing, but I was told what happened. And they're trying to make that Fourth Amendment go away because they clearly violated his Fourth Amendment right. They should have never touched that truck. They should have never went in that vehicle and then took his stuff and made stories out of everything because that's what they did. But the judge saying, I want to hear more about how the truck was purchased is a problem because it shouldn't matter because it should matter when he got pulled over. What did the police know at that time?
yeah,
Not what y'all found out 3 years later.
yeah, exactly.
Because what you found out 3 years later has nothing to do with the time of the arrest and why she took the truck.
Exactly.
That was parked on private property. That was legally parked. And it wasn't, and he was 100 feet from the truck when y'all walked up on him. It wasn't a traffic stop. So there was no need for you even to touch the vehicle. But they didn't have anything. And then she went to court and lied and said, well, he has suitcases,
But the thing is, he
in
wasn't
there.
making an illegal U-turn. He didn't do those, not
It
stopping
was
at the
not,
side. I mean, it was nothing that was
nothing.
a traffic stop. Yeah, exactly.
It was not even a traffic
He has no
conversation.
violation for traffic.
They never even said that. They never said, let me see your license because you
She
didn't
said
stop
she
that
happened to see the car because she'd been watching them for a while, which had to do with this rent situation. Because the guy came there and said that he didn't pay the rent. They didn't pay rent or something like that. It was eviction.
And that all of that was a lie. All of that was a lie. Roswell has a very bad reputation of being a crooked police department, and they're known for harassing their citizens that go through there. If you go on their Yelp reviews and read the comments, it tells you how bad they are. If you go on 11 Alive YouTube channel, there's nothing but videos of how foul that police department is that the chief had to step down 5 years ago.
Yeah,
It
and
was
then
so
remember
corrupt.
all those the 5 officers that was arrested?
Yes. That police department has a reputation of being
And they were
extra
planting
corrupt.
stuff. They were planting stuff on people.
Yes.
The drugs and everything. Yep. I remember.
Yes. That
I
department
remember.
has a reputation of being crooked, right? I feel like how all of this transpired, they saw those cars parked in that yard and they saw black people and they started running tags and found out he had a warrant. I think that's how it started. But they're not going to say that because they don't have no right to do that. You don't have no right to just pull up in people's yard and run tags. And why would you do it? Because you saw black people in front of a big house with nice cars and you feel like it was some illegal activity, how they came, you know what I'm saying? Because there is a lot of scammers in Atlanta. And I feel like that's how all of this transpired. Because a landlord saying somebody's late on rent is not criminal. So how could this spark an investigation?
Yeah, true.
The landlord said it was no furniture in the house. That's not a crime. That it was cars parked in the driveway. That's not a crime. That they didn't pay rent. That's civil. Go to civil court and file an eviction. So the basis on what they're trying to say everything started was a lie. Was a lie. And so that's fine. Let's go all the way back. Let's include it all. Because one, him and her got evicted in March, right? From Bent Creek. And they're trying to say, they moved into this location after they got evicted. False. They put all of their stuff in storage. And then he asked the one girlfriend he had, can you hold some of my things? That doesn't sound like I have a new place. That sounds like I don't have a place.
Yeah, because
he was staying at a hotel.
And they have receipts on that too.
They had the receipts. And she seen it before she went in court and lied and said, well, he had stuff in it. You knew he was coming from a hotel. When we went to court, you did, because you went through his stuff and the receipt was there. His hotel receipt was right there. He spent a week at the Hilton. Why would you spend a week at the Hilton and you broke? Because he didn't have any money.
Well,
If
my
you got
dear,
this
I
big
am
house,
here. I am here. I'm about to go in, sign in, and when I come out, I will
they don't
call
sign you in till 5 minutes too. So sit in your car and chill.
you.
They're gonna make you sit in that waiting room with no phones, and you're gonna be sitting there for 30 minutes. So 5 minutes to 3 is when you need to walk in.
Yeah, I can still have my phone, and then she'll take the phone from me.
I mean, you could be on the phone. Right, you don't take your phone. You gotta wait for it. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
she'll hold the phone for me because she has had held the phone for me before, but I usually keep my
that's
phone.
fine. Go ahead and have your visit. Have your visit. I think I did just send it to him. So,
So what he said? Did he respond back?
yes, he said, "Okay, love."
Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna bring it. Mm-hmm. Well, enjoy your visit, girl.
Yeah, I'll call you and let you know how the visit went. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So we got a few minutes. Hold on. We got a few minutes. Hold on. Because I do not want to go. It's hot outside. It's so hot. It's ridiculous.
It's called summer.
Whatever.
It's called summer. It's called summer.
Wait a minute. How do you deal with all the heat that's going on and just being in the RV? You could
in the RV?
It's
I have an
running
air
out.
conditioning.
Yeah, but isn't
I have
it
air
running?
conditioning in my RV.
But isn't it running a lot? Doesn't it cost a lot of money to keep it up?
No, actually. Well, I plug in and I run my generator. And so my generator doesn't burn a lot of gas.
Okay.
And then I'm plugged in because I park. I park at my friend's house at night.
Okay.
So this is how I do van life. I don't do it typically how these people be like in parking lots parking because I don't want nobody knocking on my glass and you got to go or, you got any money? I don't want that. That would be my biggest fear. I'm not riding with a gun. So I can't just be parked in parking lots and all that type of stuff. And I'm not trying to be at campgrounds like that either. Or nor do I want to be parked at an RV park because RV parks are like the ones I looked into, $1,600 a month.
Ooh.
Now add that to whatever else I'm paying for, and I could have just stayed in the. Well, I did this not just to be mobile. That's why I did it, right? And just to try it out because I was just always curious about it, and I was just looking into the lifestyle for like 5 years, and I was just like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So do you like it? Do you like it?
So I actually love it.
Okay.
And I didn't realize it was 2 months. I thought I've been out here for a month, and it's actually been 2 months.
That's great.
And I actually really, really, really love it. And I don't have any complaints at all. Okay. At all. And so my one friend came down. He visited me from Atlanta. And he was like, because his son plays ball.
So you're in Miami, right?
I'm in Miami right now.
Okay, because I'll be visiting my cousin soon because I got to go get my father left my birth certificate.
When? Because I'm going to Cleveland at the end of this month.
Oh, no. It's not going to be now. It's not going to be now. I'll tell you when it's going to be.
Okay, because I'm going to this concert this weekend. It's a free concert they're giving, and then I'm heading up north to Cleveland for like a month. Cleveland and Detroit, and then I'll be back down here.
No, I'll tell you.
And then
I'll tell you
to the Keys.
I'll tell you when. Yeah, I'll tell you when I'm going to see my cousin, and I'll let you know. Because
So I was trying to design this to see. My whole thing was I just wanted to buy something that was short enough that I could fit and park and pop up anywhere without the police bothering me saying you can't park this vehicle here because it's too long and it's too commercial, And so I got the shortest RV that they made because vans were too tight. I'm claustrophobic. I would freaked out in the van by now. And so this was wide enough. And it's just me, what I'm saying? And I'm tiny, so I could, it doesn't feel small at all. So I was trying to, my whole thing, how I want to do it is how I'm doing it. So at nighttime, I park at my friend's house and I plug in to his house and I pay him, $300 to park, which takes care of any electric that I might push onto his bill. And it helps him with his rent, I guess. He didn't need any help, but it just helps. What I'm saying? You can park in my driveway and you got $300 off your rent. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a big driveway. He don't need the whole driveway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on half and then him and his fiance is on the other half, right? So So, and then too, it gives me a sense of
Say
being, yeah, safety, because he crazy. You know what I'm saying? He crazy. So, if something go down, he's popping out shooting. So,
oh,
but I do have what I do have
okay.
what right. He's popping out the house shooting. But it's a really safe neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's all the neighbors are Latin. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of like at first, but I'm only here at night. I mean, I leave during the day and I just go and wherever I want to be is just where I want to be. If I want to go to the water, I go to the water. If I want to go to the mall and just hang out and people watch. And you know what I'm saying? If I want to go to the park, it's just I'm at home, but my home is moving with me.
Okay.
And I just have a different, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a different space every day, or I can choose to be in a different space, or I could just sit here all day and not go anywhere. And I'm still cool. You know what I'm saying? I can stay here, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't have to. I don't have to just leave. Because I was doing that when I first got here, and it was Mother's Day. And they called me because she cooks every holiday. And they were like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I'm just trying to get y'all peace. I'm talking. I would just leave during the day and just go places, you know, because that was why I got the vehicle to just go places. But they didn't. They thought I was leaving because I was just trying not to infringe on them, you know, and just be gone and just show up at night, right?" And they was like, "Girl, if you don't get back here, you know, it's a holiday, we cooking, you know, da 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 da, and you don't have to leave. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to leave, you can stay. We don't care. You know, you outside." And so I was like, okay, I'm just trying not to, you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you how it happened. I got the van. I'm leaving. Like, I had to leave because there was nowhere in Atlanta that I could really be with the van, right? Because the mall said I could stay there while it was open because they knew that I was a tenant because my apartment was at the mall. And so I couldn't put it in the building. So I had told the mall, and they was like, "That's cool, but at night when the mall is closed, you gotta move it." And I'm thinking, where can I put it? You know?
Yeah.
So I had nowhere to put it, but I could have put it at the club. But the club was so far, I was about to drive way down there just to park it at night. But then right next door to the club is a hotel where there's a lot of, you know, iffy people, like one of them hotels where the crack people and all, you know what I'm saying? It was one of them type of places. So I wasn't about to be there and they break in it and try to live in it or whatever because they don't have good squatter laws in Georgia. So I was like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go. We pack up what I want and just go. Right. And so I just took everything out of my closet, put it in the van, and drove down here to Florida. And so on my way down here, I called my boy and I was like, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna park because this is spur of the moment. And you know what I'm saying? He used to have a house on the water. And I was like, "Can I park in your backyard on the water?" He was like, "I ain't there no more." And I was like, you know, I'm like, I gotta find a place to park. And I don't want to go to a RV park, you know, because I'm not gonna be there all day. My whole thing was I'm just gonna be out, you know. And so he was like, "Oh, well, you could just park at my house where I'm at now." And I was like, "Bet." And it was me on the way down here. And that's how it just, you know, I like, okay,
It worked out well.
It worked out perfectly because it took a weight off me because I was stressing. Where am I going? I don't want to go to because I know they're expensive because it's Florida. Anytime you come out here with an RV, it's expensive because this is where people come. So I knew it was going to be hella expensive. And I was like, I'm not going to be sitting in the park. So I don't want to be giving you $1,600 and I'm only showing up at night because I wasn't going to be there during the day. I knew it. That was, you know, the whole purpose of getting this one, you know, was to be out and about. But I had to have a place to park. And I could have called my ex-boss because he owns all of these strip clubs, but strip clubs are open at night. So how much peace am I going to get being parked at a strip club at night?
That's not
you know?
good. Yeah, not cool.
Yeah, that wasn't going to be, but it was like, that was my thing that I could have went with. Like, you know, I'll just park at the club at night, you know, but hell, it's going to be loud, you know?
Yeah.
But luckily, this worked out on my way down here and it worked out perfectly. And, you know, and I was just like, okay, I'll give you $300. You know, that'll take care of, you know, my bill should be maybe $70 on your light bill. And then the rest, you know what I'm saying? Let me just help you you know, on the rent, you know, because you're doing me a favor, you know. So I just, I just pay, I just pay him. And then, he's an electrician. So he hooked up the electric perfectly. Boom, I didn't have to pay for that. So he hooked up the electric. And so, because it's a 30 amp, it's a special thing you got to do. And so he hooked that up. Well, we took it down. So he didn't have to do anything too special to have to, have to get a permit for it. So, and that happened. And so it just ended up working out, So my whole plan is just to bounce around Florida. That's all. Go to Tampa. I got a boy in Tampa, Shan. I got a boy in Jacksonville, and I got a friend in the Keys, and I want to go to Naples. So I just said I'm just going to bounce around and just be just all over Florida. And then my cousin's in Daytona. I got a cousin in Daytona. So I mean, I love Florida. They got the best. Let me tell you what the governor just passed in Florida. No more fluoride in the water system. They took it out. No more chemtrails, which means you can't have those planes spraying poison. That's gone. No more vaccinated meat. You can't have vaccinated meat or vaccinated food or lab-grown food in Florida. They can't. Yep, you can't. They're not allowed to have weather machines in Florida, so they're not allowed to alter the weather in Florida. Man, Governor DeSantis passed all of this. All of this. I was like, there's no better place to be. Because if you can drink the water, you can eat the food, you can breathe the air, and it's such a diverse place, you don't really experience racism down here because there's just so many different races down here.
Yes, you do. You still
no.
experience racism.
I mean, there's always going to be, but it's not really. It's not really. I mean, I don't get it like I got it in Atlanta.
Yeah,
and it was black on black racism. It wasn't white racism I experienced in Atlanta. It was black racism I got in Atlanta.
It's not racism when it's black on black. It's prejudice.
Yes, it is.
It's prejudice.
No.
It's prejudice.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Listen,
it is.
It is.
Racism
let me
is
explain
a
why.
full race. No, it's prejudice.
Sylvia, no. Listen why it is. Because it's about my race. When a white person approaches this black person, they don't give them that same energy that they're giving me. So it is racism.
No, it's
because I'm black. You're treating me a certain way.
No, it's not.
Because if I was a white woman, you wouldn't treat me this way. And yes, it is. It's my experience, and that's what I get when I get.
But I'm saying you say for your own race.
From my own race, it's still racism. They're treating me this way because I'm black.
It's because
then why?
You're a particular person. You're a particular woman.
No. Why?
They don't do it to all black women. It's a particular person.
Then why do it then? Then why do it to me?
I disagree.
They don't know me. Why do it?
I heartily disagree with you, ma'am.
Listen, and you tell me why.
Because certain people look a certain way. They have race. They have.
So it's discrimination then. It's discrimination.
It's prejudice against certain people that look a certain way. If somebody looks ghetto, somebody's gonna have some sort of prejudice against that person that looks ghetto. You know what I'm saying? If a person looks like, hey, this person's gonna be loud.
You can say that. You can say that, right? You can say that. No. You don't have to be of the opposite race to be racist. You can be racist against your own people. Because it's about race.
Prejudice.
No. When I say certain things, and I say it be them black women, that's me specifically going after a race. Am I not?
No, no, it's a gender.
No.
It's a gender.
No. Because I didn't say women. I said black women.
No, but it's still not because you're black. So
honey,
how can you be?
Let me tell you, you still racist.
I disagree.
It's still racist. You can be racist against. You can be.
No,
listen.
You have to have some financial.
Go look at what racism is. It doesn't say of the opposite race. It doesn't say you have to be of the opposite race to be racist.
I'm not gonna agree with that. So you have your opinion. I have mine. I'm only mine alone.
Just like you can be gay and have an issue with gay people.
So you're gonna say that's racist too?
No, that has nothing to do with race. That's the black is race. Gay is not race.
You did. No, it's not racist. If you black, you're
It is. Only racism I ever experienced was with black people in Atlanta. White people, I've never had a problem with. I've never. I went to public. I think I told you this. When I went to public.
Oh, you keep doing that. Okay, gotta go now. Talk to you later.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Bye.
She gonna keep going on and on. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm gonna go inside now. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joy is what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the